Before we continue, kindly like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more stories. The silk sheets of Vivian Thorne's penthouse were the color of money and despair. Detective Leo Black, a man whose cynicism was as deep-set as the lines around his eyes, stood over the body. Vivian, socialite and rumored mistress of half the city council, looked peacefully asleep, save for the faint, unnatural color of her lips. The forensic tech, a young woman named Maya, adjusted her glasses. No struggle, detective. No forced entry. Looks like a heart attack, but the preliminary tox screen is screaming. She pointed to a smudge high on Vivian's cheekbone, near her hairline. See that? Lipstick residue. Unique shade, almost metallic crimson. The lab confirms it was laced with tetrodotoxin. Fast-acting, almost untraceable. Leo didn't need the confirmation. His gut clenched cold and hard. A toxic kiss, he muttered. The signature. 20 years ago, a prominent politician died the exact same way. A seemingly natural collapse, with only a forensic footnote about a poison lipstick smudge found on his collar. The case had gone cold, quickly achieving legend status among the precinct's old guard. They called it the first kiss, the work of a phantom professional assassin dubbed Echo. Leo realized Echo wasn't a legend anymore. Echo was back. The current investigation became a frantic trawl through Vivian Thorne's connections. Leo realized the link wasn't money or sex, but power. Specifically, the kind of power held by the shadowy, powerful criminal organization known only as the Syndicate. Both the dead politician and Vivian Thorne were clearly loose ends. Leo needed a lead. He went to Benny the Fence Costello, a low-level operator known for his high-grade paranoia and encyclopedic knowledge of the city's underbelly. Echo, that's myth, Leo. You're chasing ghosts, Benny wheezed, sitting opposite Leo in a cramped diner booth. Ghosts leave residue, Benny. I need a location. Where's Echo hiding out? Immunity for the information. Benny fidgeted, sweat beading on his forehead. Okay. Listen, it's not a who, Leo. It's a what. Echo is a former cleanup artist for the Syndicate. They went rogue. Last I heard, they were eliminating their old clients, hiding in plain sight. They're smart, perfect disguise you wouldn't. Benny stopped abruptly. His eyes went wide, fixing on a point over Leo's shoulder. His hand flew to his mouth, then dropped onto the table. Benny gasped once, a dry, rattling sound, and collapsed forward, dead before he hit the formica. Leo shoved his chair back, shouting for a medic, his heart hammering with a horrifying certainty. He spun around, searching the diner. No one had approached the booth. No one had even looked their way. Maya arrived within the hour. She examined Benny's body, then frowned, pointing to the faintest trace of metallic crimson on Benny's chin, smeared slightly onto his lower lip. Same tox, detective. Same unique lipstick compound, she confirmed, her voice laced with dread. Leo ran a hand over his tired face. Benny wasn't approached in the diner. He was approached before the diner. Echo had kissed him, a fleeting greeting, perhaps, or a subtle thank you for a fake lead, right before the meeting. The first kiss launched their career, Leo growled, staring at the small, dead informant. This was the last kiss, the final act of cleaning up their own mess. He knew now that the assassin's method wasn't just a gimmick. It was a deadly, symmetrical contract. The poison used on Benny was identical to the compound that killed Vivian, confirming the two recent hits were tied to the same job, eliminating the Syndicate's liabilities. Leo realized the common link was the poison itself. It was bespoke, complex, and required a specific, isolated lab. He tracked the rare chemical components, the precursor materials necessary for the high-grade tox, through offshore shell companies tied to the original politician's murder. The trail led not back to the city, but far north to a secluded, unremarkable cabin nestled deep in the redwood forest. Leo approached the cabin alone, gun drawn. The air smelled of pine and something acrid, metallic. He kicked the door open. The room was clean, sparse, dominated by a workbench loaded with glassware, heating elements, and a small, complex chemical filtration system. Standing over the bench, carefully wiping down a vial, was a woman he recognized. It was Evelyn Price, a quiet, seemingly innocuous freelance journalist who had appeared at the precinct early in the Vivian Thorne investigation, asking polite, general questions about the victim's social circle. She was the perfect disguise, a background observer. "Hello, Evelyn." Or should I say, Echo. She didn't flinch. She simply set the vial down. "Detective Black, you were supposed to stay stuck on the financial paper trail." She had a cool, clinical beauty devoid of emotion. Benny's last words weren't very subtle. Leo said, stepping closer. "And you didn't need to kiss him. That was hubris." "Closure," she corrected. Benny was annoying, but he was loyal to the old ways. He deserved a proper goodbye. She gestured toward the bench. "This is it, Detective. The last batch. The last of the necessary chemistry to clean up the syndicate's loose ends." I was retiring. Leo understood. The syndicate had forced her into the life with the first kiss, an initiation. Her final act was destroying the organization from the inside out, using the exact same signature before walking away clean. Benny was just collateral, a loose end. "The first kiss was a beginning," Leo stated. "The last kiss ends the career." "You came full circle." Evelyn smiled, a chilling expression that didn't reach her eyes. She grabbed a heavy-duty solvent bottle. Leo surged forward. The cabin exploded into a violent scramble of breaking glass and overturned chemical supplies. Leo was old and tired, but he was a survivor. He slammed her into the workbench, the glass vial shattering. The struggle was brief and brutal. Leo managed to secure the zip ties on her wrists just as the last of the poison supply leaked onto the wooden bench. "You know, Leo," Evelyn said, the coldness finally cracking into resentment, "the worst part of the job isn't the killing. It's the cleanup." Leo looked at the scene of the last, deadly kiss and the quiet, controlled woman who dealt death with a touch. He wasn't saved, but he had closed the book. He had faced the ghost of the first kiss and brought its author to justice with her last kiss signature still fresh. Walking out into the clean redwood air, Leo felt the familiar ache of cynicism, but also the fragile peace of a case finally closed. The two kisses, the first that started the legend and the last that ended it, would forever bookend the grim story of Echo. Did you enjoy the video? Kindly like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.